Discipline is keeping promises to yourself. What if discipline isn't about working harder? Most people don't fail because they're lazy. Discipline is simply keeping promises to yourself. The Matrix wants you changing motivation, and successful people build discipline. Most people think that discipline means becoming some emotionless machine. But real discipline, it's not about perfection. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. My name is Mark, aka Create Lifestyle, and I help people, especially those over 50, break out of outdated beliefs so that they can create freedom, abundance, peace of mind, residual income, and leave a powerful legacy. And if you're under 50, you can certainly glean some insight here and perhaps shave some decades off of your evolution and the achievement of your goals. I call this escaping the matrix. And right now, I want to talk a little bit about this discipline, consistency, your self-image, building up some momentum, and why success is not always about motivation. I used to think discipline required some military style regimen. I grew up in a military family. My dad, he was a veteran. He was a U.S. Marine, and he ran our household like we were his recruits. When I say we, I say my brothers. I had 4 brothers. Anyway, I found out over time that's good, having a regimen and sticking to a schedule and all those types of things. These things are all very good. However, as we translate this into everyday life and just trying to go from where we are to where we want to be, a lot of times we want to make all these changes and we just want to make them overnight. And that's the big mistake that we make. A lot of times around New Year's Eve, we get all these resolutions and all these new goals we want to do, and then we try to do them all. We want to lose weight, we want to get a new diet, we want to get a new workout going, we want to start a business. And then we try to do everything at once. We want a brand new morning routine, we want to get up early, and then what happens is we burn out. Our brain gets overwhelmed. Freedom's not built through overload. There's an old saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. And it's true. It's built through focus. So what we're recommending is that you focus on one thing. Most successful people aren't doing everything all at once. They're doing a few important things consistently. So ask yourself, what's the one thing that would move your life forward right now? What is this one thing? Is it focusing on a business? Is it focusing on your health? Is it focusing on your mental health? I took a lot of time to focus on my mental health. That's one thing that I focused on for quite a while and still am focusing on that. And what's that look like? That looks like creating a morning routine filled with things like meditation and affirmations and journaling and a little bit of exercising. I like to walk, and that really helps my mental health. So that's the thing I focused on for a while. So now all that kind of got incorporated into my life. And then work on something else, my business, an online business creating digital products through affiliate marketing, which is creating leverage, which is tied to a community of people that's inspiring and helping each other and creating this residual passive income. And by the way, if that sounds like something you want to learn more about, just check the links down in my bio. You'll find some information. So another thing that people do, or we should do, is make it too small to fail. A lot of times we make real big goals. And I've been subject to this. I read a book called The Magic of Thinking Big. So I just came up with this big, gigantic, audacious goal. And not understanding that it's going to take some time to complete that. It's not going to happen overnight. Now, the Matrix, it teaches us go big or go home. But the real growth, it often starts small, one page at a time. Walk for 5 minutes. Create one piece of content. Make one phone call. The action is what creates the momentum, and the momentum creates the discipline. Another thing is to stop relying on motivation. Motivation is superficial and it comes and goes. Some days you feel unstoppable and some days you don't. Discipline says do it anyway. Not perfectly, but just do it consistently. Another thing is design your environment. Success is not always about the willpower. Sometimes it's about your setup. Sometimes it's about removing your distractions and simplifying the process. Make success easier and make failure harder. Maybe you want to just stop doom scrolling, or maybe you want to stop answering your phone just on random, frivolous conversations and wasting time. So a good friend of mine, what he does is he puts his phone in his car so he don't have to answer it all the time. If something's important, people will leave a message. Now, I understand if you have children and you got to make sure you're on call, but a lot of times you don't have to have your phone welded to your hand, and then maybe you want to change that. Also understand that bad days, it doesn't mean that you're failing. Sometimes things don't always work out exactly how you want it to go. If you miss a workout, it's not going to kill you. If you miss a post, it's not going to kill you. One mistake, it's not going to matter. What matters is getting back to the game. What matters is returning. What matters is consistency. So consistency beats intensity every time. It's like that old parable we read when we were children, the tortoise and the hare. It's kind of like that. So also stop searching for the perfect system, perfect strategy, perfect course, perfect business. Just make sometimes imperfect systems are the things that builds the momentum. It's the progress. So here's a real secret. It's not about becoming a machine. It's about becoming somebody who keeps a promise to yourself. Every small action sends a message. I trust myself. I follow through. I finish what I start. If I'm making sense, share, subscribe, follow, do all those things. In closing, discipline is not about perfection. It's about focusing. And focus beats the overwhelm. Your small actions create the momentum. Your motivation will fade, but consistency will win. Bad days, we all have bad days. Bad days are kind of normal. Progress beats perfection. And as I mentioned, discipline keeps promises to yourself. Like I always say, the only way out is in. Peace, one love, and control your destiny.